This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And now let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie's QTH is up in northern New Hampshire, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Yeah, I sure do, Jim. KC9VKV, K1GZL, as mentioned, up in northern New Hampshire. You're running 10 dB over 9 direct, and sounds good. Sun is in and out, and we are getting occasional snow showers today. Temperature today has gotten up just to freezing, and right now it's 31 degrees. And ground is mostly bare, but occasionally we get a snow shower and it covers it up again, then it gets mostly bare. But yes, Jim, I'm comping you fine, and I got a short recording of an same aeronautical mobile built KX4 Whiskey Charlie, and he was over eastern Nebraska, western Iowa when I picked him up yesterday. Go ahead.
Roger, you going to roll tape?
Yeah, I've got one right here. Wait a minute.
And I've never heard from him, so... Whiskey Charlie, yeah, copy all there, Charlie. You're sounding good, very strong. Yeah, well, we're doing, we're going 540 knots. Got a 80 knot tailwind right on the tail right now. Flight level 350 on a Boeing 767, destination Philadelphia. Departed Sacramento. But back to you with K1GZL, Kilo X-ray 4, Whiskey Charlie.
Okay, could you copy that, Jim? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I was whizzing along at 540 kilometers. Now, how fast is that in miles per hour?
Well, it's a mile and an eighth. It wasn't kilometers, or wasn't? No, that would be miles and stuff. 540. Gee, I got mixed up. Yeah, you have to add one more eighth to that. One more eighth to that. So that would be a ground speed with the tailwind of about 600 miles per hour over the ground.
Roger. Well, I'm amazed that you don't have some phasing going on. What do they say in mobiles on like VHF when you get kind of marginal or something? You start getting picket fencing. I wonder if you would ever get picket fencing on a jet doing that speed.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what you mean on picket fencing, but. No, he could be going 100,000 miles per hour, and he would still sound the same. You can't the same. You don't outrun the radio wave. Cannot outrun the radio wave. But it was moving at about 900 feet a second. 900 feet a second, or about 6 seconds for the mile. 6 seconds for the mile, Jim. But he does. He's on 2 weeks, then he's off 2 weeks, and then he lives in extreme Southwest Virginia, right in the very edge of Southwest Virginia, not too far from the Tennessee border. And then he goes back to Philadelphia, and he runs from Philadelphia to Sacramento. Then he comes back from Sacramento, and he's a transport aircraft, and he's one of the pilots. I don't know, sometimes he's co-pilot, other times he is the pilot, and he was at 35,000 feet when I picked him up there. Go ahead.
Roger, Charlie. I was just going to ask you about that. What altitude he was? 35K. That's pretty far up there. That's his normal altitude, cruising altitude. Roger.
That's his normal altitude, cruising altitude. Roger.
No, it varies. It varies on the load. Now, if he has a very large load that he's carrying, he will be at a bit of a lower elevation. If it's a light load, he's quite often up around 39,000. Go ahead.
Oh, Roger that. Do you have any idea what kind of power that he's transmitting?
That have any idea what kind of power that he's transmitting?
Yeah, 400 watts. That is the transmitter. It's only an upper sideband rig. So when he's on 40, we have to use upper sideband, which is very inconvenient, especially as the 40-meter band is really jam-packed with everybody home. Yeah, he runs 400 watts. And the antenna is only 6 or 8 feet long back near the tail. That's, of course, outside.
Oh, roger that, roger that. So I wonder why it's just upper sideband.
Roger that. So I wonder why it's just upper sideband.
I don't know. It's one of those military transmitters. And it was designed only for upper sideband, and he finds it quite annoying, and he wishes he could get something in there that would do upper and lower. Go ahead.
Oh, roger. Well, yeah, but probably the chance of that is nil to none. I'm afraid he's stuck with that radio, Roger.
I'm afraid he's stuck with that radio, Roger.
Oh yeah, he's stuck with it. And I checked with Ian in Melbourne. I can't find him on the tape. Near northwest of Melbourne, Australia, and he was 35 over 9 this morning on 40 meters, right here on 40.
That's an unbelievable signal. So you guys got conditions kind of burnt into the ether, Roger.
Has got conditions kind of burnt into the ether, Roger.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Morning, so
Okay, you're trying to find this thing, and well, when you try to find something, it becomes difficult.
Don't worry about it tomorrow.
There he is.
One of other things I want to do tomorrow. But all is well here, and I'll just see whether it was like KC9VKV. This is the K3MO.
Okay, that was just after I had signed out. How did Ian from Australia come in on that one, Jim?
Oh, clean as a tack, and I heard your interjection there simultaneous with him. So see, you don't even need an electronic mixer. You've got the whole thing right there.
You don't even need an electronic mixer. You've got the whole thing right there.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about this, but the only problem is when I'm talking, it's amazing. I cannot record myself talking. When I'm recording off the air, it doesn't work. But when I'm playing it back, when I talk, it does work. But your signal is always clear. Real excellent audio.
And I heard your interjection there simultaneous with him. So see, you don't even need an electronic mixer. You've got the whole thing right there.
Okay, how's that, Jim?
Charlie, you're doing A+ on your recording circuits. Everything is go. I haven't really noticed a difference between when you were playing back direct and when you're playing back through the microphone. It all sounds about the same. Matter of fact, it might sound just a touch better through the microphone.
It might sound just a touch better through the microphone.
Well, right now it is direct. It is direct. I got it fixed this last week.
Oh, Roger. Okay, well there it is. It's better slightly direct, but not. They're both very similar, Roger.
They're both very similar, Roger.
Yeah, I've been told that it's remarkable because it's going right through my microphone here, right square through my mic when I was holding the mic up to the speaker. However, I was recording direct. I was recording electronically, but I've got earphones on now, and it sounds so much better. So I have to thank Jim, WA3FET, for designing all this. He designed this less than about a year or so ago, and I'm very happy with it, but occasionally things break down. I have to get them repaired. Look, Jim, I'll let you go because I don't want to tie this all up completely, but I don't think you're going to find too much short skip. I don't think you'll find anything closer than 400 miles, maybe further before the first bounce. So from you to Milford and Rochester should work. But anything closer than that, you probably would have problems. So you'll be getting into Atlanta, Georgia, the East Coast, and New England, and out through Iowa and Minnesota, and into Oklahoma. You should be hitting those areas very well. Okay, Jim, I'll hope to catch you next week. Hope to catch you next week, and as always, it's been a pleasure. And it's spitting a few flakes of snow now, and the sun is out at the same time. That's nuts, but that's what happens up here in the high country of northern New Hampshire. Stay well, and let's hope this virus goes away with the right amount of testing. There's been very little testing, and that is the worst part of all of it. KC9VKV, if you're listening, Mike, I'll catch you in about 3 minutes down around 150 plus or minus. K1GZL. Great to talk to you, Jim, as always.
Roger, Charlie 3's that way. You stay warm and stay safe. 3's. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and my name is Jim. I'm known in some circles as Dr. VKV, and we are recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days, so when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV. That's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and on that page you'll find a Qso titled My Group Air Check 41720. That's today's recording. My group Air Check 41720. So this is KC9VKV listening.